Welcome to the Three Peas in the Pod. I'm Patches.
I'm Petals.
And I'm Petals. And today, hello everyone. Today, as we mentioned in our previous episode, we are going to talk about our topics. I'm going to share to you guys about how my day went. And now on to you, Petals.
Thank you, Petals. Alright, so I think I mentioned this before. I think it was after I did the recap of Gotham seasons 1 and 2. That I was going to do Arrow season 1 and 2. So that'll be in for a second. Also, as we mentioned in the last episode, since it's now hockey season regular, not football anymore, we're wearing our jerseys. Yes, this is a little too tight, but I love it. If you're really into the old school of hockey that you knew from the 90s and the early 2000s, you know this is the Atlanta Thrashers. They're now the Winnipeg Jets. So, a little history there. Also, I can't wear this, but my sister, Anna, can wear this. It was my original first ever hockey jersey, the Phoenix Coyotes, not the Arizona Coyotes, but the Phoenix. The original logo and everything. So, if I wear this, I'll probably break it. So, I don't want to have that happen.
And of course, that had the this was the Coyotes logo, in which stars like Jeremy Roenick wear, Ed Jovanovski, if I'm correct, as well, and others that just can't really pop in my head.
Well,
but
you probably won't be able to see them.
Oh.
But when
I
we
almost forgot.
When we do our hockey episode for the Stanley Cup, we'll go do a little mashup. You probably know about starting lineup, about hockey action figures, baseball, football, basketball.
Yeah. Way back in the good old days.
When we used to play recess indoors when it was a rainy day, we would bring our hockey action figures. So you can see, not sponsored by starting lineup, but here is like the original jersey how they had. This is Keith Tkachuk.
Yeah, Keith Tkachuk, an all-time great player.
Jerry Roenick, who is my favorite player of all time. And, of course, Nikolai Hollywood. So that's just my jerseys of the hockey players for the Coyotes, even though my favorite team is actually the Dallas Stars. But onto my topic, we're wearing hockey, so bring a little hockey history there. So, okay, for seasons 1 and 2 recap of Arrow. For season 1, Oliver Queen has returned to Starling City after being shipwrecked for 5 years on an island called Lian-yu.
I tried. We tried.
If we pronounce it wrong, we're sorry. John Diggle and Felicity Smoke work along with Oliver. Returning home, Oliver is reunited with his mom and his sister. Also his ex-girlfriend Laurel and his best friend Tommy. Throughout the first season, there are flashbacks when Oliver was on the island. For season 2, after Tommy is killed by the earthquake caused by his dad, Oliver vows to stop crime and not kill his victims, instead just like punishing them and make sure they get the lengthy prison time they deserve. Mm-hmm. During the island, Oliver became friends with a guy named Slade Wilson and also Shadow. However, when Shadow dies from Ivo, Oliver blames himself because he saved Sarah's life instead of Shadow's. Out for revenge, Slade is determined to destroy Oliver's life, meaning ruin the ones that he loves. So he accomplishes it by killing his mother, destroying the city, and he tries to destroy the one he loves. He fooled him by saying that he loved Felicity Smoke, but instead it was actually Laurel. So that was a really good turn of events. After Slade is subdued from the Maricopa Cure, Oliver has him locked in a prison underground back on the island where they first met. That's not the full synopsis. We still see other villains that approach the season as of the other 2 seasons. So if you want that, I'll tell you about that next time. But enough about TV shows, updates, and schedules. So if you're not familiar with Arrow, highly recommend the show. It's really good. Now, on to you, Petals.
Thank you, Petals. Let's see. Today, my day was pretty long, to be honest. I was up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Had to go to work at 8:30. So that's pretty early for me, because I'm used to sleeping until 11, 12. So yeah, that was a pretty long day. So see, where do I start? Oh my gosh, so much had gone on today. Cause I was with pre-K kids, and whew, it was a very active day. Man, those pre-kids are loud. It's like when when you're in a room filled with like what 12, 13 kids, it's like feels like 50 kids, and like excuse me.
Pleasure.
And it was funny. Thank you. And it was funny. Like the first thing I do that happens when I walk in the class, I'm like, Miss Sonia, this kid like took something of mine. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be a fun day.
Of course it's going to be.
Yeah. So that was, yep. Thankfully, I wasn't by myself. Otherwise, I'd go crazy. But it was okay. We had like we did like centers and projects. Then I took a break and made lunches, which, oh boy, a lot of work. And then it was too cold to go outside, so we had recess indoors.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we somehow managed to start recess, so we had to do it indoors. And we're like, because it was me and a substitute teacher, since the two teachers that were originally in the class were at parent-teacher conferences. So it was just me and another teacher. Yeah. So the kids said, hey, two teachers that aren't our actual, like, supposed to be our actual teachers, like, hey, let's just try and run around and do whatever we want. Yeah. Didn't fly with us.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. So then I took a break and made lunches, as I said. Then it was like, then I had a break. Then it was like, go back to the preschool class till nap time, or let's just say instead of nap time, chatter time.
Fun.
Yeah. And then it was okay. Then we played games after that. Had a few criers. Had a few kids that just wouldn't quite. Let's just say it was a rough day, but it was a fun day. And then that was it. Stayed and worked till like 6:30. I would have gone home, but I had iPad training for another 2 hours. So yeah, like I said, it's been a long day. But the iPad training was interesting. Let's see, like we just did some games, learned about new ways to help the kids, and by the time I left, it was 8:30, and that was my day. Now, thank you for listening to me ramble. Now on to you, Patches.
Thank you, Petals. So here are the sports that I have for you, and before you begin, big congratulations to the New England Patriots for winning the Super Bowl over the Atlanta Falcons, coming back from a huge deficit. They totally deserved it. They both fought hard, and give credit to the owner, Robert Kraft, Tom Brady, all the players, and the franchise. Big job. Congratulations on the 5th Super Bowl, tying with the 49ers and the Cowboys for 2nd all time. But now we will get on to NHL, and for the first time ever, I'm going to tell you NBA scores.
Because if you remember last time, I actually did the NBA scores, but this is Patches' domain, so go for it, Patches.
Thank you, Petals. Now, there were a lot of games in the NHL tonight, so here they are. First things first, the Islanders beat the Flyers 3-1. The Rangers beat the Predators 4-3. The Capitals, all the Red Wings, 6-3.
Wow.
Bruins also beating the Sharks by the same exact score, 6-3. Canucks shut out the Blue Jackets 3-0. Ducks over the Sabres 5-2. Blues beat the Maple Leafs 2-1. Well, I'm wearing the Leafs jerseys, but it's okay.
Go St. Louis.
Yep.
Sorry your team lost. The Senators beat the Stars 3-2.
That's okay.
Kings beat the Panthers 6-3.
Sorry.
Not surprised. The Penguins over the Avalanche 4-1.
Nice.
And the Canadiens over the Coyotes 5-4. Now, granted, the Avalanche and Coyotes, they're the worst teams in the NHL right now. So it's kind of expected.
So,
Yeah.
Now on to the NBA scores, which there were only 5 games. The Rockets over the Hornets, 107-95. The Thunder over the Cavaliers, 118-109. Yes, LeBron doesn't win every game. The Jazz lose to the Mavericks, 112-105. And this just ended. The Celtics over the Trailblazers, 120-111.
wow.
And one more game to add, the best game today, the 76ers over the Magic, 112-111.
Wow.
Wow.
1 point.
It's a really close game.
1 point. So I had to leave that last.
Of course.
So that's it for my sports topics. And later in another topics episode, I will be telling you about the upcoming Premier League matches, Champions League matches in Europe going on, and other stuff. But for now, here's Paddles.
Thank you, Patches. Since I didn't do the introduction of this episode, it's on to you, Petals, to do the closeouts.
Alright, well, we hope you enjoy.
What?
Okay.
Oh.
That.
Well, what?
I think it's time for Petals to go to sleep.
We hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yes,
Why are
right?
you laughing at me?
Yes.
Very funny, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode, and we hope you enjoy the upcoming episodes. Okay.
It's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
Fun.
Petals is actually going to be coming down to visit us in March, so stay tuned for lots of fun challenges on that one.
Yeah, that's why she stopped, because she was really nervous. She got really nervous.
But yeah, we're going to do a lot of pre-recorded episodes, so you're going to see the familiar pattern that happened in our first earlier episodes. So
Yep.
we're going to still have the same haircuts like we said before. We're going to have the same kind of look.
Yeah.
But new episodes, new challenges. So if you have any challenges for us while Petals is here, please tell us, because we really want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun.
As for the Pods, me Pals,
Me, Patches.
And me, Petals.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.